So what we just did today was to unbox all of these drawers so that we get to know what kind of hardware it contains. And as I suspected, some of the things that I thought were missing were right here in one of these boxes, but we still don't have bag A that requires to install these sliders on the side. The 2 screws that are required that they say I need, because in this whole inventory of things, bag A is missing. So we're trying to, match all the bags, marked bags on the instructions, like say bag H or bag C that they say, the carbon fiber brackets. Now, from looking at the carbon fiber brackets, I'm thinking it's this, but it's marked something else like this. Now, is it 99 or is it BB? We don't know. And similarly with the rest of it, the hinges, that's bag D. These look like the hinges, these look like the hinges, but again, they're marked same, 99 or BB, not so sure. So there's somebody is not looking at what's written and what's packed. So this is another feedback to the company that they must get this all sorted out, because it confuses the heck out of people like us. We got ourselves stuck at a point where we didn't know what else to do next and how to do it. So we wrote a mail to Kyle at Air Down Gear Up, and within 20 minutes I got a call back. He did his best to explain how things are done, and this is where my klutzy brain begins to start fogging over. And I'm looking for, hey, maybe I should just get a good carpenter to come and finish this up for me. Sort of given up, but I've laid out everything the way it came and how they're supposed to be on both sides, so that we don't mess around with getting confused. Now, this beauty panel and this carbon fiber, what they call it, brackets, are installed. Now, I'm not sure which one of these actually used to get screwed in these 2 holes here, because the instructions are all, well, they got their alphabets all jumbled. Maybe I'm not the only dyslexic one here. So we're trying to slowly but surely plod along and finish up the things that we do understand. And, with a little hit and trial, we figured out that this is how the hinge would sit. And so we're slowly giving it a whirl. And we're using our common sense now to see which screw is supposed to fit where, and it seems to be going in. So if it's going in, then it must fit, right? So let's hope this is the correct way. So we're putting the beauty panel, what they call, together, the front part of the drawer system. And the biggest challenge in this whole exercise is to put the railings, these railings that the drawer slides on, the sliders. They seem like a little more complicated than I can handle, but let's just take care of the easy ones first and then do the next. So I'm telling you, if I can do this with my son in the helping mode, we have a helper, 2 people, anyone can do it. That's how easy it is. So the jury is still out. We're going to continue plodding along little by bit by bit, and finally see how this takes shape, okay? It's time to go and do a little more assembly of the drawer system for the Landcruiser 200 by Air Down Gear Up. We're slowly learning little bits and pieces. I'm proud of myself. Of course, I have the greatest helper on the other side of this camera, so let's go and get a little more done. So welcome to our workshop. Of course, we've got to turn, open the garage. Why? Because it gives us the best light, but it's also really freezing. In April, this is the end of April, it's like in the single digits. Yes, nothing like that kind of sunlight to sit in and soak in the sun and get a little warm. So what are we going to do today? So we are going to install this, the beauty panel it's called, and we've got one more to put it on. We've already done one. That's how it's going to end up looking, and these screws are all we need, and of course the Allen wrench. So let's get to it. This is easy peasy. All we have to do is screw 5 of these in place, and that's done, because the hard work is putting the hinges on, and we've got that all sorted out. So yeah, here it goes. All I say is screw this in. Next on the task list would be to get those railings correctly and aligned so that we can not mess up the drawer system, which is the real thing that we're trying to do. Stand by. All right, now that the front face, the beauty panel is on, how does this work? Well, this really gets down to that area, and then you have these rings on the side, the top cover, but to access it from the bottom, this is how the hinge here works. You open it, you get access, and you close it down. And that's what makes it neat on the front. Until we're ready to install the railings, and they did send us the tool to make sure that we align it properly. Hopefully we can, well, we know how to use it and using it correctly. It's always great to have tools, but the key is to learn how to use the tools correctly. Stay tuned. Now it's time to align these what do you call them, sliders that enable the drawers to come in and out. But for that they need to be aligned, and this is the 3D printed tool that they have sent us to make sure it's aligned. So what happens is this little thing needs to be set in these grooves here for the rails, and then aligned to the same height, which is how the tool kind of comes in handy. So this is the height that they all have to be in, which is why they have a screw here. So let's try and do this and see how it works. So it's only 4 pieces, so it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, nothing in the middle. At least that's what the video says, but we'll find out if they're right. So you stick this in here, into the groove, and once it's in, you sort of keep it up there, bring the tool here, and slide it down so that the tool, the screw can then go into that groove in that little nugget. So we know that's how tight it should be, and then you use the Allen key to tighten this at this spot so it doesn't move. All right, so once that's done, you can take the screw off, and that is in place now. So it's in place. So when we put this on, this is how it gets aligned. So all right, let's do this and see how it turns out. It's time to install the rails, the lockable and the unlockable rails, to enable the drawers to move back and forth cleanly. And we put one in, and we're trying to do the other side. After much thinking and plotting and low self-confidence, we've got the sliders in, and it looks correct, but the test of this will be, will it fit? The moment we try and put our drawers in and have it mounted into the car, that would be the ultimate test. We're now getting ready to do the final install. Well, not final, but at least bring it to the next stage. and install the base unit on these two racks that are designed to carry it. So we need to make some room so we can come to the other side and guide the travel of the rails into the right slots. So let's see if that happens. So this is where we're going to put our drawer system and the sleeping platform. So now we've got to bring the assembled unit and try and fit it here. Hold on a minute. We'll go from inside.
Yep. Yep. I'll start
Bring it in.
Hold it.
I'm really excited that this is happening, because once this happens correctly, this would sleep 2 people in here and 2 on top. So this car will sleep 4.
So I'm gonna lift it and gently nudge
Little
it.
bit. Okay, stop. You need to know what's going to happen. Okay, you have to guide it.
Okay. It has to go through these, I'm assuming.
Those have to go into the channel. So we've finally got it in the way it's supposed to be, but not quite. We're losing light. It's a lot of tweaking to do here, and that's what is going to take a lot more time. So we'll come back to you when we're done. All right? Close. And also these rails, and the bottom one is short. It's either going away there or it's falling short here, and it's creating this problem here that this thing pops out, and there, if you can see, I'll take it on the other side. Here we go. If you notice, this is falling short and creating this thing to pop out. So this is not flush over here, and if it's flush here, it's not flush on that side. I have to then loosen the top over here to give this some room, and if I do that, then this is loose over here. So yeah, just feedback, man. This has to be a lot easier than what it looks like, but it's really not. Being this precise has to be really precise, but as you can see, that's somehow now working. So this would be the concluding piece of installation of the air down, gear up, sleeper and drawer system with a sleeper platform, and it took me a while to put it together. I've got one more piece to go to, and that's the sleeper actually, and there are some spare parts that I could use, which the guys at Air Down Gear Up, Andy and Kyle, they were really cool. They got me on a video phone call and they walked me through some of the steps that I was hitting a wall against. So I'm really excited to start using my Land Cruiser, which is going to Australia for the World Transplant Games. And yeah, that's right, kidney donors are sexy. You got to try that. And we would be using that because we have 4 people to sleep. I got a rooftop tent and 2 inside, 2 on top. That's why this configuration, and it's solid stuff. Come on, let's see the finishing touches. Here we are on the other side. So the 2 drawers are in, and I gotta find a way to situate my 2000 watt inverter where I put it. I mean, ideally I should screw it against this, but it's too wide, so if the drawers come out, then it won't fit. So I gotta find another way to do that. So however, this is a sleeper system. It's got hinges that need to go in here, and let me do that. All I have to do is line up the holes and screw the hardware in, which they sent me more than just spares, because it was short in the original kit and they quickly air shipped me the other ones. I'm still waiting on a few more. The challenge again would be to fit this cargo divider, but I'm sure they'll walk me through that as well. It took us 4 or 5 days to get this done right. Of course, we worked 1 or 2 hours every day because there were certain things that we were waiting for, and we just had to wait. So we can go straight through and finish it up. But Well, that's what it's looking like now. So this is the entire sleeping platform. It goes over the middle row. Here's the locking slider. Open it up. It has adjustable compartments. It does have a side wing that you could use. That storage with a divider right here, so that it doesn't fall, the cargo doesn't fall into the drawer system. And to access that from the outside, you have this hinge here that sort of opens out this way. And how does that work? That's how it works. You access here, ta-da-da-da, and then you shut it in. Same thing on this side. With a little help from Andy on the phone and my neighbor, we got all of this done. Once you shut it in, it covers them neatly. And here you have on the top a platform you can sleep on. So I'm going to get on this. There you go, wide angle. And I'm going to put myself in this space. Just about right for my height. If you're anywhere 6 feet and above, it's probably going to be too short. Lucky for me, for once I'm okay being short. So this is it. 2 people can sleep quite comfortably. What it looks like over here, this is the sleeping platform that folds over, and then it flips back onto that storage area here, and allowing these seats to be used when you're not sleeping. So you can still seat 4 people in this truck, and now you can sleep 4 as well, 2 inside and 2 on the rooftop tent there. Yeah, slowly coming together, except for that one little glitch where those rivets were popping out, 6 of them that we have to find a way to put back in. So I'm sure the guys at Air Up Gear Down are going to help one way or the other to make sure it's perfect. This is what it looks like with the tailgate shut. So the platform is just about the same height as the tailgate. You still have some room to stuff whatever you want here, but I would recommend only doing soft things, so this way it doesn't damage the front panel or the locks in the movement. When you're not sleeping, the sleeper platform sits comfortably on top of the main platform, and of course these cutouts are here to continue to give access to these D-rings. You can use the top of it to store your gear, your personal stuff, because your other things will be in the drawer. And you lift the seat up and you got the access of both your seats, or if you just want one seat, then that's fine too. And this is how the platform sort of sits. There you go, folks. Finally the Air Up Gear Down sleeper and drawer system's been installed. It's time to start putting it to good use and take care of that minor glitch for the hinges, and I'm hoping that that'll get solved pretty soon. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy your expeditions, overlanding excursions, whatever you call them, camping. And if this gear works for you, maybe you need to give it a shot. But once I start using it, I'll tell you what it's like. Take care, and don't forget, become an organ donor, save lives.